Hello, welcome back, Box1 here, and today we're going to be looking at this classic space Lego set from 1981, and this is a pretty cool one. This is Space Scooter, or as this guy called it, Rocket Sled, and it's a pretty cool little set. It doesn't have too many pieces, only 21 pieces, and a very nice figure though. So let's get into it with the figure and the build, and then we'll look at all this other stuff. The figure is a very simple, if it'll focus, white classic spaceman, and he's in very good condition. He's very nice looking. I quite like this one. I quite like all the spaceman, but I like the white one especially. It's just more interesting to me, just being like an actual spaceman, I guess. But yeah, he's pretty cool. His gold isn't as great as some of the other ones that I got, but it's still pretty much all on there. And he has his chin strap, of course. I believe this is the reinforced version, although I could be wrong. I think that was actually either it was at this time or later that they made that. But anyway, he's a pretty cool figure and very nice. The space scooter itself isn't very complex. It has this dish at the front, which I thought is a pretty cool little look, different from lots of other things you see. It has these little sleds at the bottom, which is probably why I called it Rocket Sled. And has a steering wheel. I said like a billion times. A antenna on the back, and one of these classic space computers, which is very nice. It also has these megaphones and a blaster or some type of tool and a walkie-talkie. Very nice. But yeah, this build looks pretty cool with the figure on it as well. It looks pretty nice. It's kind of weird that they put the computer in the back. I just think that's an awkward place to have to turn around and reach it in order to operate it, but it's still a pretty cool little set. The instructions fold out to reveal one side that has some inspiration ideas. I quite like this picture. I just think that looks cool. There's a little rocket or something there, and then a smaller little space scooter. The other side, of course, is the actual instructions on how to build it, and it's pretty simple, not too many steps, but it's a pretty nice, simple build. The box is also pretty interesting. It is tiny. You can see next to my hand. It is extremely small. And it would have a side that would open by breaking this middle in two. They did that, but they also ripped off the tab on the one side. It would be attached here. Don't know why they did that, but they did. And, yeah. It's just pretty nice little set. You can see. I think it had a... Yeah, here's some suggestions. I believe they're just the same as they would be on the other side of the instructions, but still pretty cool. But yeah, we're just going to keep it short. I quite like this set. I think it's pretty nice. It's not too interesting, but it comes with some small little pieces that are pretty cool. My favorite of which being this blaster and the dish. Probably the computer as well. I like the little old classic things like that. But yeah, pretty simple small set you could get for probably a couple dollars at the time. I don't know exactly how much it retailed for. It varied. But yeah, very nice little set. I do hope you enjoyed. I shall see you next time where we'll be looking at probably another space set, although it could be a Star Wars set, actually. A newer one. So, I do hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time. Well, I guess it's space anyway, but different space. I shall see you then. Goodbye.